just for another dollar in your pocket. Now I am the violence, I am the sickness, won't accept your silence, beg me for forgiveness.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Game 2 of our doubleheader here. We are traveling down to Texas. No, excuse me. We are going to Cincinnati as Texas takes on Cincinnati. It's going to be Eagles and Sausages, but he is in line getting us beers, so I will fill in at the time being. What do you expect to see tonight, Eagles? Oh, got rain.
I'm expecting to see two high-powered offenses. We've seen these teams in the past. They want some blood. We're in Nippert Stadium. Cincinnati wants to give the home crowd a show. We're in for a slugfest.
Yeah, we are, and this rain should be fun.
Yeah, we'll see what the ball handling is like. It's going to be a bit slippery, and it's going to be interesting to see if they choose the ground then a little bit more than they normally do. We're waiting for the coin toss here.
Thanks, everybody, for sticking around. Sorry, go ahead.
Nippert Stadium, we are about to get underway. Jimmy, what are your keys to this game?
Man, it's going to be turnovers. These two guys know each other real well. Last year's game, super close. This should be fun.
Texas in the road whites, Cincinnati in home reds. You're underway from Nippert. Goes out of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati will start their drive at the 25-yard line.
Turn you up.
Jimmy, Cincinnati going to get the start first with the ball. What do you think they need to do to dissect this Texas defense?
They got to be careful throwing the football. That Texas secondary is nothing to mess with.
So Cincinnati will come out. Joe Burrows, the quarterback for the Bearcats. Pistol set 2x2, send a man in motion. They'll go to the tight end who was in motion there. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 30, 40. He could go to 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Sean Matthews. He's actually the halfback in Cincinnati. Off to a fast start.
That was nasty. Just took one broken tackle, turned on the Jets.
They put Sean Matthews into that wing role, acting like a tight end, and then they shoveled it out to him. What a play by the Bearcats. You needed to start fast against Texas. You got it. And they lead 7-0.
Wow. Getting the crowd involved early is huge for these Bearcats.
And Jimmy, this booth is rocking. Nippert Stadium, all the fans are on their feet.
Wow. If you're late, you missed it.
Those people still getting beer at the concession stand. They missed a great touchdown. We'll see how Texas will respond to a little adversity. Jones returns it. Jones trying to cut outside, going backwards. He's going to be about the 19. That's where the Longhorns will take over.
A lot of field here in front of them.
Which quarterback we'll see. We're expecting Juice Johnson, but who knows? Texas could play a variety of different quarterbacks if they wished.
Got a regular stable down there.
And here comes Texas. Juice Johnson will go under center, power eye right. We'll go play action. He'll look down the field, throwing to time. And what else is it, Jimmy, but Miller time?
Always Miller time. Crack them beers. Great catch.
That's a good first play. Come and answer Cincinnati. You get a good chunk play, get the ball moving. I think the issue is, you're going to have to keep up this pace because we know Cincinnati can go strike. Here they come. Trips to the field. They'll go hand off to Ricky Williams Jr. And Ricky Williams nearly at the first down marker. He's got about 10, but just short. Hurry up offense now from the Longhorns. Same formation. We'll go back to Ricky Williams. Ricky gets hit, and Ricky is stuffed, but they're going to give him the first forward progress given.
Yeah, he's a big man. He always falls forward.
So 1st and 10 from their own 46 go Texas. Juice Johnson had one throw. It was a pretty nice completion. Get him going, get him his confidence kind of brought up. But he's really got to answer Cincinnati's first play, giant play. And they'll do that now with 2 tight ends left. The buck sweep to Ricky Williams. Williams has a lane and shoelaced.
That tackle saved a large gain.
Yep, 5 yards instead of, possible house call. There was nobody in Ricky Williams' way.
Yeah, those tackles, they'll get you.
So 2nd and 5 for the Longhorns. And they'll come out with a tight end attached to the right, 2-by-2 look. Hand it off to Ricky Williams, who cuts back. He'll have about 3 or 4. It brings up a 3rd-and-1.
Short yardage. Probably going to see Ricky again.
It just depends on what set you get into. If you go under center, it's a lot more downhill running. If you go from shotgun, you got a little bit more room to see, have more vision, which, Ricky Williams has, but he can work with both. They go strong eye, twins the boundary. They go fullback, it's Sanders. First down, Texas, and they're driving.
Just big boy football.
That's something we're used to seeing, in the Big Ten. Not so much with, the Texas, but they are just driving down the field. Weak eye, they'll go to Speedy Jones. Jones loses the football. Johnson will recover the lineman. And that's a loss of 9 for the Longhorns.
Wow. Tyler Johnson with the heads-up play to jump on that ball.
That's something as a lineman, personally, if it's ever a lineman able to recover that ball that quickly, something's gone wrong with you because you mess up, you're looking in the backfield.
Yeah, and shout out to the Bearcat defender for putting a nice lick on him.
It's a big hit, and now Texas behind the chains. Behind on schedule. This is not not a situation you want to be in at your own 50 with 2nd-and-19.
Agreed.
Juice Johnson will drop back. He's looking. Rolls right. Still looking. Throws. It is batted down, nearly picked off. Oh, dangerous throw. And Cabral is going to wish he had that one back.
I know how those feel. Those are tough drops, but hey, at least the receiver didn't catch it. That's all you can say.
And now 3rd-and-19 here. What are you thinking? Are you thinking try to get half the distance here? Are you thinking just try to get range?
Boy, that's a tough call. 19's a lot, but is this 4-down territory? That's what you got to ask yourself.
Probably depends a lot on what this play brings. 4 wide for the Longhorns. Johnson drops, looking. Still looking, throws. It is caught by Williams. Lonnie Williams, 24 yards, moved the chains for the Longhorns.
Credit the O-line for giving him the time he needed for that play to develop.
O-line held up phenomenally. That's a great route. No need for a second action on it. Just get the outgoing and beat the underneath defender. 3-by-1 look. They'll hand it off to Williams. Williams is stuffed. Loss of 2.
Great penetration. Somebody blew their block there.
That's the hard part. Penetration kills run plays in particular. You hear that a lot of times in offensive line rooms. It holds true every single time. If there's penetration or run play right at the point of attack, likely you're either getting no gain or losing yards.
You're not wrong.
So it brings up 2nd and 12 for Johnson. Making checks at the line. Juice Johnson will drop back. He's looking. Throws. Complete to Shipley. Shipley spinning. He's winning. He's in. Touchdown, Jordan Shipley and the Longhorns.
Juice Johnson has such chemistry with Shipley. He threw that ball before Shipley even turned to his route.
And that's how you want that throw to go off. If the receiver's able to look and that ball's still being thrown, that time is usually a bit late, especially on a break like that. But when you can throw it and the ball be right there when you look up, that just makes you even more dangerous. We have a little pause in the action here. Jimmy, you've seen both of these offenses now. What are you liking for both? Where do both, kind of have to think about changing up as they go through this game?
I think Texas might have to get out of the run and go more to the pass, which is out of their style. So we'll see if Cincy continues to push them that direction.
Absolutely. Since Cincinnati, we've seen only one play from them from scrimmage, but you kind of got a lot out of that play if you're looking on that the swings, little quick passes outside, possibly buck sweeps even, are going to be available, as it looks like Texas doesn't have as many flat players to force it back inside. So Robinson will kick it away. And that will go out the back for a touchback. Cincinnati takes over at the 25.
Booming kick in this rain. Impressive.
So now we'll see what Texas is going to do. It looks like, sorry, not Texas, Cincinnati will do. We've got 4 wide. Hand it off up the gut. And, not too much, just 2 yards for Sean Matthews. But we've seen he can make big plays happen.
Yeah, he made the first guy miss, but that second guy got him good.
Cleaned his clock, and now Cincinnati. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Clock continues to roll. We're at 2:40 on the game clock. And Cincinnati comes out. Pistol look, 4 wide. They'll run play action. Burrows throws. Sean Matthews gets clobbered, but for almost a first down, call it 8. 3rd and inches for the Bearcats.
Very nice play there. Nice design. Sets up a very short 3rd down. Should be easy to convert.
So 3rd and inches from the 35 here. You'd expect possibly the ground game to pick up an easy first. Although nothing is easy here in the NWO League. We've seen that all night with short stops, but they run the counter. And Sean Matthews does have the first down for 2.
Yep, he's a tough back. He falls forward just like the rest of these good backs in this league.
And that's a testament to these running backs that these coaches are helping, grow and get ready for the next level. They're playing at such a high level, and to have them produce game in, game out, really a testament to how these coaches are willing to use them. So it's 3-by-1 look for Cincinnati. Burrows play action looking. They'll roll right. Burrows throws back across the middle. It's complete. Got a man. He's at the 40, making men miss. Inside the 35 is Will Pauling.
You don't see Catan Crawford let guys get away from him, let alone miss tackles. Nice job by Pauling there.
Pauling made some great moves right there. And, that got him into the open field. And I feel like if you're Cincinnati, that's what you have to do against a talented team like the Longhorns.
Yep, get their confidence low early. keep this crowd into it for sure.
So Cincinnati now going in. They're at the 35 of the Longhorns. Burrow will drop back looking. And who else is Sean Matthews? He's got 8 legs get swept from him.
Big hit there by Dark Spectre.
Excuse me, that was Evan Prater that time actually in on the throw. So did something happen to Burrows?
We're getting a report that he did. Something has happened. See if we can.
And that is a big loss for now.
I just got an update from Danny, who's down on the sidelines with his beers, and he said that he just got the wind knocked out of him, and he'll be right back.
Well, there we go. We got an option play for 12 in the meantime. First down, Cincinnati. And we think these players, they put their bodies in line. I'm glad to hear that we're going to see Joe Burrows back in this ball game.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach Bowen is too.
So we see Cincinnati. They're at the Texas 14. First and 10. First down marker at the 4-yard line. It's a trip look with the sniffer in on the right. Send a man in motion. Dropping back. It's a throwback screen for Sean Matthews. And he's got 6, setting up a 2nd and 4.
Nice little play there. Matthews gave what the defense handed to him and got his 6.
Looks like we possibly will be going to the end of the first quarter with this.
Under's trending.
Looks like we will. And that is the end of 1. We're all tied at 7 here from Nippert, excuse me.
About to take a ripper.
Be a good stadium name, to be fair.
You better have good quarterbacks with that name.
Yeah. So Jimmy, what are you seeing right now? What is your take on what you should do? Your 2nd and 4. Do you run? Do you pass?
The defenses came to play, but with no backs, looks like we might be passing. But he likes to do a lot of motion, so we'll see.
Dropping back, looking. Burrows. He'll roll right. Burrows might take off. Burrows. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bearcats.
Nothing but green grass over there. Good play design.
A lot of guys might be a little timid to run with their quarterback after getting hurt, but clearly, Cincy Bowen is willing to let his man go fly, and Joe Burrows is in.
We're on pace for a fun game today, buddy. Strap in.
Yes, sir, we are. 14-7, as Nippert Stadium is electric right now. Speedy Jones. Spinning. Will be brought down about the 21-yard line. That's where the Longhorns will take over. And here we go. So 1st and 10 for the Longhorns. They got a lot of options in their playbook. We know what they've got sets that have, run, pass. They've got basically anything in the same formation. So you've got to be very aware of every attack coming at you. He comes in motion. Juice Johnson will play action it. Throws. Got a man down the field. Shipley. He's to the 30, 20, and 5. Put it on the board. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Got him. Risk reward.
I mean, that was just a vertical. That was just a perfect go. Beat him around the corner, and we've seen 2 big plays, 1-play drives that have resulted in touchdowns, and now it's 14-all.
Great answer by Texas.
I don't think you can get a much better answer other than scoring on the kick return, to be fair.
Right.
So Robinson does kick it away. Looks like it's going to be a touchback. Cincinnati taking it at the 25.
His kickers came to play tonight, even in the rain.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't slipped on any of these balls. I don't know if you have as much experience kicking a ball in the rain, but as a guy who's played rugby myself, you kick it in the rain, you've got to really find the sweet spot. If you miss it at all, it slips off your foot. You don't get that same thud, that same contact you normally would. So we got two backs in the backfield for Cincinnati. Burrows doesn't like what he sees. He'll drop back now. Burrows running out of time. He will throw it away, almost batted back in play to be picked off.
Even as a true freshman, Burrow wisely throws it away.
It's a smart play there in that situation. You want to get that ball out of your hands as fast as you can, especially when you've got a guy breathing down you. I mean, you just got to get that ball a little further out of bounds, maybe a bit uncomfortable, seeing Texas still get a hand to it and possibly be able to bat it back in. Burrows will drop back, looking. Throws. It is incomplete.
Great D there to stick a hand in there as he's coming down with that ball and break it up.
It's a phenomenal play. And the old adage is you can only defend as wide as your shoulders when your back's turned to a quarterback. Well, the Texas defense just proved that's not always true. We can still guard you even if our back's turned.
Ballsy throw, though, by Burrow.
They start out in a bunch tight look. Now it's tight with one split way out right. Burrow will drop back. Right out of time, throws, picked off by Stevens. Stevens taking out the 25, and there's the takeaway Texas needed.
Oh, there's that no-fly zone that he preaches over there.
That is a huge takeaway. Pre-game, these two coaches were saying how you got to make almost no mistakes in this game. Cannot afford a turnover. Well, Cincinnati just blinked first.
See if their defense can bail them out.
Trips to the boundary. Handed off to Ricky Williams, who cuts up. Ricky Williams almost caught. Shoelace tackle inside the 15.
That's the second one of those we've seen, isn't it?
That's a big run. We almost thought, again, there's been multiple times where we think he's going to be gone. Just hasn't gotten all the way free yet. But Ricky Williams will cut up. Ricky Williams, first down again. He's at the 1.
Great block out there by Shipley to keep that hole open for Ricky.
So 1 yard. Do you go back to Ricky? Do you go to the fullback? Do you go jet sweep? What are you thinking here, Jimmy?
Ricky's earned this. Give him his cherry on top.
Well, not if Cincinnati has something to say about it. They come out in goal line. But they will go to Ricky. Ricky is stuffed for a loss of 3.
Yeah, might have been too obvious, maybe.
Second and goal from the 4-yard line. And, you still can run the ball if you want. But if Cincinnati continues to play in that goal line, I don't see how you're going to continue to run that ball straight into the teeth.
Yeah, that was some impressive penetration there by the Bearcat D-line.
Here we go. Strong eye for the Longhorns. Twins left. Johnson changes the play. Sanders goes in motion. They'll go back left with Speedy Jones. Jones will lose about 3.
Wow. The Cincinnati D-line is coming to play.
So 3rd and goal, Jimmy. This is, in my opinion, this is a passing play here. This has got to be almost certainly a pass or screen.
But the defense also knows that, so you're kind of in a pickle.
I almost wonder, do you drop more in coverage in the hopes that you get the turnover? Or do you try and get a few after the quarterback? Because if you sit in coverage, sit in zones, you're just going to allow guys to get into the gaps and for you to get picked apart if your rush doesn't get home.
Yeah, you're right. And you got to keep Juice Johnson's legs in account here, too.
Well, here we go. Tight set. Single back in the backfield. Johnson drops. Looking. He'll roll right. Johnson trying to make things happen. Throws. It's picked off. Cincinnati survives that goal line.
Yep, that's the worst thing that could happen for Texas. No points.
And that's just inexperience right there, Jimmy.
I saw what he saw, but that defender just leaped in front of it at the last second. Good play by that defender for Cincinnati.
So now Cincinnati takes over. They'll have it at their own 20 off the touchback. Tight set shotgun. Dropping back looking. Burrow throws. Is hit. 6-yard completion that time.
Way to hang on to that ball by Bowen. That was a big hit.
Absolutely massive. I thought that ball was going to come out there for a second. But clearly, Cincinnati's been working on their hands recently in this week's practices, and it comes to play right here. So we're at 2nd and 4. It's a 5-wide bunch tight. Joe Burrow drops back looking. Throws. No. Thought he had the reception, but they'll say he stepped out before completing the catch. It makes it 3rd and 4.
Close call. Wish we could have replays online.
And again, same set for Cincinnati. Checks at the line. Drop back looking. Throws. Complete. First down, Bearcats.
Wow. Great throw. Just a great throw.
Very tight window. You don't have a lot of room to work with. And, you can fit that ball into a gap like that. This kid's going to be something very special.
Yeah.
3-by-1 look for Cincinnati. It sends Sean Matthews in motion, so it makes it 3-by-2. Rolling his Burrow, throws it underneath, complete. It's going to have about, I'd say, 6 or 7 there. 2nd and 3.
That's a big man to bring down. As we saw, it took a couple Texas Longhorn defenders to do so.
Those tight ends always seem to be difficult. A lot of guys want to attack them up high because they tend to stand a bit higher up when they're running. You got to go right after their knees. It's a bunch set tripped 3-by-1 look. Burrows will drop back. We're out of time. The screen is hit, but Sean Matthews will lose 10. Should have spiked it straight into the ground.
Yeah. Matthews had that defender in his hip pocket that whole screen.
That's kind of on the quarterback there, too. Quarterback's got to see that and put it right at his feet. No one can get it, but you don't lose those yards.
Yep. Almost.
So it brings up a critical 3rd and 13. 5 wide, bunch set. Burrows will drop back. Rolling right here. Throws. It is picked off. Stevens has his 2nd of the game. And he's at the 45 of Cincinnati. 2nd pick for Stevens.
Yeah, great pick there. Ball might have slipped out of Burrow's hand. Looked a little underthrown. But regardless, great D.
And Jimmy, we talked about the rain. Did that play a factor in that interception?
Not sure, but that ball did look short. Maybe we'll have to ask Bowen at the end of the game.
Tie attached to the right, 2 backs in the back. Now they check it. The tie will go to the right. And we get a timeout from Texas. They didn't like what they saw.
Probably a good timeout.
Yep, and with 2:35 left in the first half, it's 14-0. Texas has the football at the Cincinnati 46. Tight bunch here, and they'll give it to Ricky Williams. Williams will have 3, 2nd and 7.
Even when you stop him, he falls forward for 3.
And now's the time Texas can get into field goal range. They don't have to go put this ball in the end zone. They get the ball at the half as well. Williams set in motion. Johnson will throw the screen back to Ricky Williams. Williams finding open field. Williams out about the 31-yard line.
Texas will show you how to run the screen. They are very successful at it.
That back screen is always so effective because it gives you some window dressing. You see a guy come in motion the opposite way. Come with a power eye now, left. Ricky Williams gets the handoff. He's crunched for 3.
Absolutely leveled. Great tackle there by Cincinnati.
The Bearcats trying to live up to the hype right now. Hopefully going to try and bend and not break against this Longhorns offense, who's just been so clinical this year so far.
Yes, we see Coach Revamp taking his time, picking his plays. He wants the right play. It's about a minute and a half left here. 2 timeouts, plenty of time.
No time, not a time you have to hurry. You're in range for sure. Just get your yards, get what you can. Hopefully get the end zone. 4 wide. Williams to the right of Juice. Hand off to Ricky Williams. Williams will still fall forward. He's going to have 3rd and 6.
Big play here.
Cincinnati uses a timeout here. So that's their second of the half. They're banking on getting the stop on this next play.
Yeah, that was a win-win. Gives your defense a little rest, too.
So what does Texas go to here? Do you go, 3rd and 6, you wouldn't imagine going to the ground, although Ricky Williams has been getting good numbers on the ground each time he touches it. We'll see here. Tight bunch look. And Cincinnati uses their last time out.
Head games. I like it. Chess, not checkers.
Well, they use that last time out, so if we do the math here, if they can get the stop, we'll say 3-4 seconds go off the clock, kick goes up. They're going to have roughly 30 to 25 seconds, anywhere in that range, for them to get this ball back. We've seen already today that less than that is more than plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson rolls right. Looking. Johnson throws. This is almost picked off. 4th and 6. And Cincinnati get what they wanted.
Wow. Great vertical by that Cincinnati secondary there. Wow.
So the field goal unit trots on. Cincinnati not going to fall for anything here if they do fake it. But the kick is up. The kick is good. And Texas lead it 17-14 with 1:02 on the clock.
Good defensive stands.
Robinson gets ready to send this ball away. Looks like it's going to be another one to find some popcorn here.
Just crushing these footballs. I don't think the running backs are going to be the only ones getting piss tested.
What is this, Pat McAfee now? And here we go. Shaping up for a great end to the first half. 4 wide look for Cincinnati. Sends the slot in motion. Handed off to Sean Matthews. Matthews breaks a tackle, picks up 4 or 5. Clock ticks under a minute.
Another strong run by Matthews puts the Bearcats over 100 yards rushing for the day.
So 2nd and 6 now. 4 wide look again. Burrows will drop back. Looking. Throws it deep. He's batted away. Great job by the corner there. I believe that's Crawford in coverage.
Yeah, good coverage. That's a really good cornerback. That's a tough guy to throw on.
So 3rd and 6, and you got to be careful here that you don't give Texas the ball with enough time. They still have those 2 timeouts in the back pocket.
Yep.
5 wide bunch look. Rose will roll, throwing incomplete, and so Cincinnati's gonna have to punt back to Texas. He's gonna have about little less than 30 seconds to go get more points.
Yeah, you'd be pretty crazy to go for it here.
Punt formation on for Cincinnati. And the punt is away. It's a low liner. Speedy Jones catches it on the move. Speedy Jones making some men miss about the 46-yard line. Texas set up very well to get another at least 3 points on the board.
That was risky by Speedy, especially after having 1 fumble under his belt today.
It's very risky, but he felt confident in his take there of the ball. Can't blame a guy when he does it. They'll throw to Ricky Williams, and Williams bounces off of one, gets a yard.
They're not falling for the screen that time.
I mean, that's one of those where, if you're throwing that screen, you're hoping for more yards. Not a lot of the linemen got out to block in front. That's the issue I think, the offensive line coach for Coach Revan is having. That's something where you have to have rat checks in place, guys getting out in front. He had 1 lead blocker on a screen.
Yeah, I think they're trying to take advantage of that penetration that Cincinnati's getting. Maybe catch them off guard or catch them too aggressive.
So it's a 5 wide. Johnson will roll. Johnson still looking. Throws it on second action. Thrown up. Picked off. It'll be a touchback for the Bearcats and could have come away with points. Instead, wanting to gamble, and he gets burnt.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Good 50-50 ball. It's just your man and his man. His man came down with it, unfortunately.
Here we go. 11 seconds left in the half. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. Send a man in motion. Oh, end around to the throw. Throws it up. It is. I believe it's caught.
Wow.
Cincinnati will catch that ball. They're going to get to the ball quick. They'll have time for either a quick play to get out of bounds, possibly clock. We'll see how they want to attack this.
How did he catch that?
How am I right? Drops back looking. Throws up and batted away. That will end our first half. Texas leads it 17-14.
Sheesh, what a half.
Whew, can finally breathe now. That was, Jimmy, that was ecstatic.
Man, I'm excited. This is fun. The second half should be the same.
Can finally catch our breaths, kind of get our thoughts together. Jimmy, what does Cincinnati do? They've gotten a couple takeaways now. So is Texas. What does Cincinnati have to clean up here, knowing that Texas getting this ball here to start the second half?
Oh, man. Maybe put some gloves on Joe Burrow. I don't know if he's just not gripping the ball right, but some of these deep throws just aren't going where he wants them to, it looks like. So maybe start working the shorter game a little bit. Maybe hoping some break tackles will extend those plays.
This second half is about to be so exciting, guys. Third. This is the second game in the doubleheader. Third quarter about to start. Texas will receive I mean, Juice Johnson throwing 2 picks, but 2 touchdowns to his name. He's definitely helped out his team.
Yeah, I mean, he'd love to have those 2 picks back for sure, but I'd like to see him get more involved with his legs in the second half. Maybe it'll open up the passing game a little bit for Texas.
Here we go. We're about to get back underway from Nippert Stadium.
Side note, prop to Cincy defense so far for shutting down Ricky for the most part.
The short kick. Robinson bringing it back, runs into his own man. There is a flag down. Likely, I mean, it's a holding. So that will back up Texas here. They'll start their own 28.
Don't see too many of those.
Now you don't normally see holdings. You see a lot more flipping. You see those happen a lot. But holding in particular, you really got to hold someone to get a holding call. I'll say that as an offensive lineman. 2-by-2 look. Dean in motion. Play action. Juice Johnson running out of time. Johnson will go down. He's sacked.
Wow, he slipped out of that first one, but couldn't go away from the second one.
And a huge loss on first down. It brings up 2nd and 19. This Bearcats defense is fired up. We go trips to the field. Johnson looking over what the defense will bring him.
This crowd is loud.
Johnson drops. He's looking. Johnson still looking, rolling. Throws. It is caught by Ricky Williams. Big catch inside the 45 of Cincinnati.
That's probably the last man you expected to come for you back there, didn't you?
Well, especially, normally that cardinal rules you don't throw across the grain, but because he was able to set his feet, he could properly take in his surroundings, saw the backside open up, and Ricky Williams getting in the passing game. You go buck sweep now to Ricky Williams, who cuts back. Ricky Williams, he's got 8.
Great hat on that blocking to seal that corner.
So brings up 2nd and 2 from the 36 about. And, this is going to be a very testing drive for the Bearcats. Can they get off the field only conceding 3?
That's their goal.
Johnson drops back, looking, throws. It's Ricky Williams. He's at the 10. Ricky Williams, you kid, put it on the board. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Wow. That was all Ricky at the end of that play to wiggle loose.
I mean, back-to-back plays. Ricky Williams getting himself in the passing game. Phenomenal work to extend his role in this Texas system. And they lead it by 10 now, 24-14.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't getting much in the running game going, so why not get him going through the air, right?
Absolutely. And right now, Cincinnati, they've got to figure out a plan to not only go score this ball, keep it safe, but then also their defense has to start to draw some plays up, get their heads together, and figure out how they're going to slow down, if not completely stop this Texas offense, who looks like they are on an absolute another world with it.
Yeah, since he needs to get something going here to keep this crowd into it.
This comes out to essentially look like a quad set. They send a man in motion. It's the counter with Sean Matthews. Matthews will have 7, this close to breaking free and going the distance.
Yeah, he's still doing grown man things. Wow, he almost shrugged that off.
So it's 2nd and 3 now for the Bearcats. They're on their own 32. I wouldn't be mad at them going right back to Sean Matthews.
Yeah, short yardage, no brainer.
It's a very light box here, but they do not have a running back in the backfield. They go quick screen, and that will get them to 3rd and 1.
It's kind of like a run. Short pass, almost behind the line of scrimmage.
Kind of like it, but it's a very weak box. Everyone's outside of the box, so you'd think maybe quarterback power. You've got the numbers for it. Instead, they tried it for the quick screen outside. Burrows, now he'll go power, but Burrows runs into a man. Running out of
Whoa!
time. He goes down, lots of 5.
That was quite the interesting play there. It's almost like the game thought he went past the line, so he couldn't throw it anymore.
A lot just happened right there on that one play. I mean, you got the power, then he came back up trying to throw, went back down, tried to throw again. And now you can see Cincinnati recognizes the importance of this drive in particular. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Four wide, tight look. They send Sean Matthews into a wing. Drop back looking. Matthews. He's got a bounce. It's a turnover on downs. The Longhorns hold.
Hate to see it. Football field's 54 yards. You would have got it, but it's not.
Jimmy, that was the perfect read, too. It just was a bit too wide, and he went out of bounds.
Great play call. Great execution. Just a game of inches. Just missed it. Tough break for Cincy.
2-by-2 look. Johnson will throw the screen. The floor runs backwards there. He's back to the line of scrimmage.
That had potential. That was a nice little play there. Sniffed
It
out
had
quick.
potential, but LaFleur just ran backwards.
He's trying to throw him off.
I don't think you can gain yards going backwards, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Barry Sanders did it.
Another 2-by-2 look. Sundin in motion. They'll hand it off to Ricky Williams. Williams cuts it up and puts his head down. He's got 3. Yeah, Jimmy, if everyone was Barry Sanders, I think that football would be completely broken, even in real life.
Agreed. He'd keep linebackers on their toes, though.
So it's 3rd and 7 now. Interesting decision because if you take the 3 points down here, you'll have a 13-point lead, so you're outside of a touchdown and field goal. But if you want to go for it, you can make this a 3-possession game. We have to get the 4th down if we're going to see that decision. It's a bench look. Juice Johnson rolls, looking for second action. Johnson takes off. Johnson inside the 10. Step back. It gets out of bounds where he's hit.
Man, Johnson had just enough speed to barely get that corner.
Oh, so 1st and goal from the 9. What a play by Juice Johnson.
Yeah, I said I'd like to see his legs get more involved, and there it is.
Strong eye to the left. Twins right. They'll hand it off to Speedy Jones. He's got the edge. Speedy Jones is in. Touchdown Longhorns.
Speedy making up for that fumble.
What a drive. What a play. Just what the Longhorns needed. And with this extra point, they go up by 3 possessions. They lead it by 17, 31-14.
Yeah, very good drive there. Orchestrated by Coach Revamp.
The kick is away. It'll be another touchback. And seriously, Bill, we need this kicker tested.
Yeah, I think he could hit a 65-yarder right now.
I feel like he could hit 70, to be honest.
I'd love to see it in the rain.
I mean, he's literally just he's tattooing these balls, and I feel like he could hit from 70. That's why I'm telling the referee, Bill, we need to get him tested tomorrow. Drop back by Burrows. Looking, rolling right now. throws back across his body, breaking the Cardinal center quarterbacking, and falls incomplete.
I saw what he saw, but it's a very, very tough throw.
Yeah, especially when you're already rolling to the right. You got to set your feet if you're gonna come back to that. But he hadn't been just breathing down his neck. He couldn't have a chance to set.
This Texas secondary is for real.
I also want to thank Vaughn Rye for gifting the sub to generic, or is that generic?
Genetic fraud?
Genetic fraud. Dropping back, looking. Both throw. This is complete on the top to the 20. 10, 5. Cincinnati with a quick answer.
The safety was flying over there. Just couldn't get there in time. What a play.
Oh my goodness. That play was needed for Cincy Bowen to get going once again. And that wasn't even Joe Burrow. I believe that was Evan Patterson, if I'm right, or his last name, sorry, Evan Prater. Excuse me.
Wow, what a throw, what a catch.
Evan Prater. Oh my goodness. So is Burrow out again?
I'm not sure. Since he likes to do a lot of sub formation, so who knows?
Very possible, but we saw earlier when Prater came in, Bro was hurt, and here goes Speedy Jones. He's to the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10. They're not going to catch him. Longhorns return it to the house.
Speedy wins all the foot races. That's why his name's Speedy.
Oh my goodness, Jimmy. I think your bell's going to get worn out here.
Yeah, I got a backup. We're good.
Kick is good. And we're basically back to where we were before Cincinnati scored. It's a 17-point game.
What a turn of events. What a last 30 seconds.
Oh my goodness. What a return.
That man Speedy's dangerous. Is that the first time we've had a kick return? Wow. The one time we don't have a kick go out of the end zone. Look what happens.
Exactly. That's why we really need to test this Texas kicker. He's just putting everything through the back of the end zone. He's biotic. He's just not even kicking one. He's not even slipping on the ball at all. Oh, look at that spin pass! Complete this Matthews! Matthews! If he didn't cut in, he'd have a lane on the outside!
Yeah, Matthews cuts out there. I might be ringing that bell again. Great play regardless.
Jimmy, I would have your hand on the bell for now on. Just don't take your hand off that bell because we are on all cylinders right now. Bros will drop back. Looking. Throws. Does he have his man? Complete over the top. I told you, Jimmy. Ring that bell. Touchdown, Bearcat.
Absolute teardrop by Joe Burrow.
Oh, my goodness. Jimmy, I told you to keep your hand on that bell. I told you. Oh, my.
That one definitely wasn't underthrown. Wow. Speechless.
Jimmy, you might need to get some Gatorade. Your hand's going to cramp up soon. Oh. Now, could Speedy Jones answer right back? I mean, we've got an electric ball game.
Right? We were like, how could they respond after that first game?
And we're going to end the madness with a little squib.
He's like, no.
Cincy Bowen knowing they could not take another risk with squibbing.
I love it. Chestnut checkers.
I mean, Cincy Bowen's just giving you a chance to rest your hand for a second.
See if this Bearcat defense can answer here.
So it's a 2-by-2 look. Tight end attached to the right. Counter. Ricky Williams cuts it up, breaks a tackle. Ricky Williams, could he go? Step back. Ricky Williams still on his feet at the 45.
Wow. When that train gets going, it's hard to stop it. Sheesh.
Sheesh is right. Oh my goodness. Whew. Jimmy, we've got a minute left in the third quarter still.
Yeah. Man, I'm going to need some Gatorade for sure. Bentley's a Bentley down there in Dallas, but this guy's like almost like a Range Rover. He's like a Hummer, but fast. It's insane.
Almost like a Mercedes in a way. Flashy, but strong and reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Juice Johnson will hand it off to Ricky Williams again. Cuts it up. He's got about 3.
Yeah, they couldn't get much up front. Still got 3 though, so we can't complain.
So it looks like Texas will have to snap the ball one more time at least here in the third quarter. 2x2 set again.
I'm so excited.
Johnson looking, throws the throwback screen. Ricky Williams almost breaks free. He's got 1.
Another very nice ankle tackle by the Cincinnati defense.
And Jimmy, we are done with the end of the third quarter. Everyone watching, put your 4s up. We're heading to the fourth quarter. Texas leads it 38-28 over Cincinnati. Whew. Jimmy, we are about to go for, in my opinion, one of the most exciting finishes in NWL. We got just high scoring happening almost what feels like every play.
Fans are getting their money's worth today, that's for sure.
We'll hand it off to Ricky Williams. Cuts it up, gets stuffed. 4th and 5. Big decision for the Longhorns.
Huge decisions. What do you do?
Personally, you got your workhorse. But I would take my 3 here if you can hit it. If you think you can hit it, take your 3, move on. You're still going to be up by 13, so a field goal doesn't make it a 1-score game. You force them into a box, but Coach Revamp, we know he's willing to go take what he wants.
5 yards seems like a lot. I almost take the points on the road. We've seen what this kicker can do. But
play clock is running down, by the way.
He's got time, though, if he hurries.
He's got to hurry.
7 seconds
Can't
is all you need.
Motions or anything. Then you get the play off. Looking. He's got a man. No, Johnson will take off. Johnson, he's got the first down.
Yeah, he had Miller time, but I think he just took the safe play.
Very smart decision. You've got a fairly young quarterback. Just let him do it with his legs. You know he can do it with his legs. Don't put any extra pressure on him to throw a pass.
Yeah, he knew he could beat that linebacker out there. Just took the first down. Lived to fight another day.
Strong eye. They'll hand it off to Speedy Jones. Jones going backwards. He's not Barry Sanders, although on the kick return he looked like it.
He did.
But he's got a loss of 4.
Yeah, you'd like to get Speedy going in somewhere else than just the kickoffs.
Speedy has shown up very well in this game so far. I mean, you look, he had that one where he bent the corner on that same exact play, actually. And then he's got the kick return. Really, Texas should be very happy with what they've done so far. Play action. Johnson will throw the quick out route to Shipley. Shipley, he's got the first down.
Yeah, I haven't called Shipley's name too much this game. Haven't really seen much of Gucci LaFleur now that I think about it.
I believe LaFleur's had 1 or 2 catches. Shipley's now on about 3, 4. They go to Williams. Ricky Williams cuts up. He's got about 6.
Anything the Cincinnati defense can do differently?
Basically, it's all down to gap integrity right now. You've got nobody defending that C or D gap, basically whatever that edge is. So you've got nobody playing there right now. So like right here, that'd be the E gap. No one's defending that very heavily. And the cutback by Williams, by the way, that's a first down. But no one's defending that hard enough. No one's holding the ground there, which is allowing that edge to become a soft edge and allowing Ricky Williams basically to have a two-way go.
His uncanny ability to break tackles doesn't help.
Yeah, when you have a guy who can break a lot of tackles, you got to basically funnel him into one spot where he can run. He can't just keep running everywhere. You got to have one predictable place. Tight set. Johnson checking at the line. Drops back looking. Running out of time. And he'll throw it away.
Wise play. Very good pressure, though, and penetration by that Cincinnati defense.
Absolutely. And 2nd and goal here, you don't have to go put this in the end zone. This drive alone is very damaging to the hopes of Cincinnati. Here come the Longhorns. 3-by-1 look. Miller time goes in motion. Hand off to Ricky Williams. Williams, get a barrel in, touchdown Longhorns!
Good luck stopping that SUV.
Been calling his name all day long, and now with the extra point to be tacked on here, it is up and good. We're talking now a 17-point game with 14-14 on the clock. Jimmy, this is going to be very difficult for the Bearcats.
Indeed. We've seen him score quickly, but yeah, you're right. This is an uphill climb.
I mean, you're essentially, at this rate, you're going to need a turnover, in my opinion. Get a turnover or a quick stop here. You're going to need, well, at least next time Texas touches the ball. So get a touchdown here. Then get either a quick 3-and-out or turnover. And then you essentially have to recover the onside kick.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you got a lot that has to go right in that 3-and-out. So turnover, that's not even a given considering how well Ricky Williams has been running. The throw goes deep. It is incomplete, in and out of the hands.
He had it.
This is a great play by the secondary to bat it out of the receiver's hands before he could get a good grip on the ball. 4-wide look. Now they move the trips. Burrow throws, complete. It's going to be a first down. Clock stops while the chains move. And now it's the 9-1-1 tempo for Cincinnati. Likely to see them in 2-minute drill for the rest of the game. Trips look. Dropping back is Burrows. Looking. Throws. Complete. Very dangerous throw, but caught for the first down. Cincinnati is driving this ball quickly.
Great throw and catch. I didn't think he was going to catch that.
4 wide again. Throwing back Burrow. Throws. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Clock stops.
Wow. Good coverage there by that D-back. Whew. Time's ticking.
Now brings up. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now brings up a tight 4 wide look. And Sean Matthews to the wing. Rolling. Throws.
Oh.
Got a man down the seam. Inside the 10. Cincinnati are moving this ball efficiently.
Looked like he was going to wiggle out of that tackle.
Almost looked like it. I mean, this is a very valiant effort right now by the Bearcats. Burrows will throw.
Oh.
He's sacked.
Wow. He got in there quick.
That line has got to be mad. I mean, they just let Burrows get killed essentially immediately. And, you never like seeing your own quarterback get lit up like that.
Might blame fatigue. Just got a big play and ran all the way downfield.
Throw from Burrows. Over the middle. Ring that bell, Jimmy. It's a touchdown, Cincinnati.
Gorgeous route there ran by Bowen.
And this game is not done yet.
Wait. How do you feel about the onside right here?
I don't know. Because you've got a little bit too much time for it. That's what I'm thinking right here. It's a little too much time for the onside kick to happen. So I would almost play deep here. More than welcome to play onside. But I would play deep, get a stop. But it looks like, yes, Cincinnati will look like they're lining up for the onside kick. And here we go. Kick is away. It's a line drive right at Brooks, who recovers the football. And Texas has very favorable territory now.
Wow, he gobbled that up like a ribeye steak. Whew, that was quick.
It's a hot shot. Almost like he was playing, the hot corner for the Yankees.
Yeah, that kid's got some shortstop in him. I could see it.
So now Texas has the football. They're at the 44-yard line. And they'll go 4 wide. They'll hand it off to Ricky Williams. Pancakes galore. Ricky Williams has the seam. He's about the 25, 24-yard line, about in that range. First down, Texas.
I thought we were in an IHOP parking lot for a second.
Oh, yes. All the pancakes you could ever want. It's a lineman's dream. 2 tight ends for the Longhorns. Johnson rolling right. Johnson might take off here. He's got room to run. Johnson sliding down. He's got the first down.
What a lot of people may not have seen on that play is Ricky came across and blocked the blitzing guy on the blind side for Juice so he could roll out. Great pickup there by Ricky. He does it all.
Ricky's a very selfless player. He does a lot what the team asked him. But he's so good, though, that they asked him to do a lot, and he's willing to do it all. Block, run routes. He's a true professional of this game. Can't wait to see him when he actually gets to play up in the NFL one day.
Yeah, he got over there just in time. Juice about got killed.
Johnson will drop, running out of time, and he'll throw it away.
Yeah, nothing. That was probably what could have been a covered sack, but he got it away.
And Jimmy, a little bit questioning it, in my opinion. You have Cincinnati, who have the 3 timeouts still in the back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Why not run the football there, get the clock moving, and force a timeout out of their hands?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. Maybe thought he'd catch him off guard, but yeah, you don't want to stop the clock at all.
We'll see what happens here. Miller time goes in motion. It becomes a weak eye now. They go counter to Ricky Williams. He bounces it. And Williams, great open field tackle. 3rd and 7. Clock continues to roll. Now the timeout's taken by Cincinnati.
Very nice tackling. Very good timeout.
So with 2:22, Deuce is running wild right there at the 12-yard line.
A field goal is still only a 2-score game. Is this 4-down territory?
No, I think this is field goal. Johnson will roll, looking. Williams. Can Williams pick up the first? No, he cannot. And now we actually will get to see the decision.
Impressive. I did not expect that corner to make that tackle. I'm buying that kid a burger.
I would imagine a field goal here, but I would not put it past Coach Revamp. He does bring the field goal unit on.
Good placement for this lefty, though, on that right hash.
Beautiful placement. His up kick is good. And now Texas will have extended their lead but to 13 points. It's 48-35.
I think that's a win for that Cincinnati defense.
It's a good win. It gives you a shot, but, you've seen Texas. They ran a lot of clock off, and they've gotten 2 timeouts out of you. And that return is just stuffed. The one return they could actually bring out, and they get clobbered.
What a tackle. Wow.
So they're going to set up shop at their own 13. There's about 2:10 on the game clock. 3 wide, 2 backs in the game for Cincinnati. Joe Burrows will drop back. Steps up. Steps into this throw. Does he have enough on it? He does. At the 45 of Texas, and here come the Bearcats.
Wow. Katon Crawford doesn't make that tackle. We got a ball game.
Nippert Stadium is on their feet, trying to will Cincinnati onto a victory. Burrow will drop back looking. Joe Burrow rolling, throws it deep. This is almost picked off. Texas could have almost ended it right there.
Yeah, he didn't have his feet set. That was a trouble throw. He got away with one there. Live to fight another day. Clock stopped. You're fine.
2nd and 10 in the 45 of the Longhorns. Trips into the boundary. Burrow sends a man in motion. She comes a 2x2. Dropping back. Looking. Throws it up. It is caught! They're inside the 10 now! Cincinnati throwing up prayers that are getting answered.
Joe Burrows is a physical specimen. I think I've seen him throw 2 bad balls today. In the rain.
He cannot be stopped right now. Other than those 2 passes, he's been, in my opinion, absolutely flawless.
That or he's got a ShamWow for a towel.
Now it's trips to the field. Burrow rolling. Burrow might take off. Burrow, he's in. Touchdown Cincinnati. We have a 1-score game.
Great decision making by Burrow there.
And now, if you're Cincinnati, you just take the extra point, I'd imagine, here.
Yes. Not yet. I mean, it's not time to go for 2 yet. Still got to score him again.
Kick is up. Kick is good. We have a 6-point game coming down to the wire. Cincinnati, the onside kick's coming up.
So he kind of got a practice run the first time, so this one might be a little bit different. We'll see.
Does he line it? Does he go short here? It is taken by Shipley.
Shipley's like, you ain't said my name? How about now? Big play there by Shipley.
So with 1:40 on the clock, Cincinnati has got to try and get this ball out. You're looking at they use a timeout. We might see them have the ball with say 20 seconds.
Here we go. Buckle up, everybody. Hope you didn't leave.
Here we go. Twins. And they got two tight ends right. They go buck sweep to Ricky Williams. Williams finding the edge. Can Ricky find the first down? Step back. Ricky Williams. He's got 9 in a big first down play. Cincinnati forced to use their timeout.
Great play. He's just tough to bring down, period.
Jimmy, you feel like this is the ball game right here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is.
They go counter. Ricky Williams. He's got the first down. Finding the edge. Can Williams find the end zone inside the 10? First and goal, Texas.
When you need a big play, go to your bread and butter. That's what they did, and it worked perfectly.
And does Texas now go to the knee, or are they just going to keep trying to give Ricky Williams a few carries here?
We'll see. He might get maybe 1 or 2 more carries. What a fight by Cincinnati, though.
Oh, absolutely. Great fight to stay within, great score line. This is a great matchup. They hand it off to Ricky Williams, trying to cut back in. Ball came out!
Oh!
Okay, Cincinnati's on it! The Bearcats are on that one!
No, just when we were talking about fight. Here we go.
The Bearcats recover the fumble!
Oh, wow. Did you see that?
What a turn of events! Cincinnati now goes 5 wide. Burrow drops back, looking, throws it up. It is batted down, incomplete.
Got away with one there.
Jimmy, we're about to have quite the finish.
Man. It's on the edge of my seat. I paid for this whole seat, but I only need the edge.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
I feel bad for any fans that left this stadium.
This is the Miami Heat NBA Finals moment right here. It's 5 wide with the bunch tight. Dropping back, looking. Throws. It is batted away, 3rd and 10.
So far, the no-fly zone stepping up here in crunch time.
But Jimmy, we know one play could unlock this whole defense.
Mm-hmm. They got at least 2 more plays.
You got 2 more shots to get the first down here. So, keep taking your shots here, kid. You got plenty of work to do. Burrow checks at the line. Play clock running down. Burrow will drop back. He's looking. Throws it. Picked up. Who's going to seal the game? Who? Pick 6.
Not the throw you wanted to see. Great D, though.
And surely, Jimmy, that's gotta be it.
What a finish. I mean, yeah. No more Undertaker rising up out of the tomb.
No AJ Styles anymore.
I think that was the final shovel of dirt. But man, we got what we paid for.
And Texas will go for 2 here. Dropping back, looking. Juice Johnson running out of time, hit as he tries to throw. And They lead by 12. It's 54-42. You know, in theory, I mean, Cincinnati still has a shot here.
I can hear you doing the math in your head.
This is it's gonna come down to the wire. I mean, we're gonna have to see a very early shot play connect for Cincinnati. But I mean, this is a big possibility. And Jimmy, I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving every single moment of this.
Yeah. Wow. What a game, though. What a game.
41 seconds. First and 10 on their own 25.
You think we hit the over?
I hope we hit the over. Sending a lineman in motion here. Play action. Bowen throws it. It is caught.
Wow.
Cincinnati still has life in them.
It's not easy to get a ball over you know whose head.
You see it's Cincy Bowen at the quarterback position right now. Play action. Rolling right to his weak arm. Throws on the move. This is caught as well. Cincinnati still having life. I get to the ball fast.
Wow. These cats don't stop clawing at you.
Bowen in the shotgun again. Drops back looking. Bowen running out of time. Still on his feet.
Oh, yeah.
Sacked. This is a huge blow to their odds.
Oh, man. This is almost like drawing up plays in the dirt right now. This is fun.
The dialing up the annexation of Puerto Rico right here. Last play. Rolling left throw. It is picked up by Thompson. And there we have it. That is our game here. Texas wins it 54-42 over the Bearcats.
Wow, what a game. What a game, partner.
Jimmy, what a game.
Man, I can't wait to pick these coaches' brains after that one.
What's up, fellas?
Man, what's up, guys? Sheesh, you need to take a little breather. I understand. Oh, man.
This boy, since he throws, well, I guess Burrow, this man be throwing nothing but dots. Dots.
Absolutely. And, you know, we're gonna go to the winning head coach, Coach Revamped. You know, great game. You guys played a tremendous amount of game. Just going back and forth, relying on not only the run game that you guys use so much of, but also the pass game. Talk me through your mindset of getting Ricky Williams more involved in the passing game than we've seen in the past.
Yeah, obviously Ricky's our best player, so we're gonna try to get him the ball as much as we can. So that's the main thing. But we're not gonna force it to him. But he was getting a lot of openings this game, so we're just taking what we could get.
Absolutely, and you know, there's some head scratching moment right there. Down the stretch, you had an opportunity to kneel out the game, avoid that sort of last second heroics that could have happened from the Cincinnati offense. Talk me through why you elected to keep going, running the football, and what was your mindset as soon as you saw the ball come out and be turned over?
That was EA selling. I couldn't use my special teams for like the last quarter of the game, so I typed in chat I was gonna kneel it and end out that last drive, but it's just it's an old game. It's just gonna happen. Since he's a fucking absolute beast, fucking pulled off some of the most ridiculous fucking plays I've ever fucking witnessed. And yeah, but I will say EA was fucking me a lot, and glad y'all couldn't hear me on the mic.
Absolutely. Jimmy, do you have any questions for Coach Revamp?
Your reaction said it all, PM.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, not really. You covered mine. Let's see. Who do you got moving forward, Revamp?
Then Clinks next.
Okay, you go back home. Perfect. All right. Well, good game, man. Great defense. That secondary. Wow, they're tough, but they got toasted a couple times.
Yeah.
Bro, wow. I think I counted 3 bad throws. What did you see out of him?
I mean, yeah, he might have thrown a couple bad throws for interceptions, but honestly, kid's a true freshman. Some of the throws he made, like maybe I'd played bad on certain plays, but I mean, I don't know, absolute dots, like
Yeah.
just right over the coverage. So I can only imagine how nasty Joe Burrow is going to be, you know.
Yeah, just
And it was
complete teardrops, man. It's insane.
exactly.
Insane. Well, good game. Way to tame that cat. And he kept fighting, though. But you kept him at bay, so good game.
Yeah.
Great game, Coach Revamp.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all, fellas.
And now we will move on to the Cincinnati Bearcats head coach, Coach Cincy Bowen. Do you have us here in the booth?
I do. You might hear the fan for a moment, but it will cut back off.
All good, Coach. You guys fought one hell of a game, playing all 4 quarters, not giving up, even when you were down 17 to this Texas Longhorns program. You know, speak to how much you preach the fight for your players and what you expect no matter the situation they're put in.
Yeah, we just preach never give up, no matter what. We always try. We got a basic defense, 3 or 4 plays a game, and hopefully we feel like if we just keep playing those same plays over and over, they'll execute. It was a rainy game. We were at home. Coach Revamp said he wasn't getting the breaks that he wanted, but that's the home field advantage in me. Um, but like I said, we're taking a step back this year, but we're playing the best we can. We got the freshman Joe Burrow out there. Prater came in and absolutely showed why he should be starting, probably still with a dot for a touchdown. I believe he went 2 for 2, 1 touchdown. Burrow had 3 picks. I think he was 16 for 35. So as a freshman, he needs to clean that up a little bit. But like you said, he did make some good throws.
Absolutely. And, I wanted to ask about Burrow. We saw him go down earlier in the game. How is his status looking so far?
Yeah, he's looking good. He's going to be day to day going into next week when we play Miami, Ohio. Could be a week off for him, but we'll keep everybody informed in Discord.
Thank you, Coach Bowen. Great game. We'll pass it on to Jimmy.
I just got a simple one, man. How'd you keep these boys in this game like that? How'd you keep them motivated?
Man, we're just playing toss-up football. We know Texas. I mean, we've seen it here in year 3. Texas likes to play close, and we know that. But they got speed on the defense, and with Joe Burrow's arm, I feel like I can get it over those defenders. And we did it a few times, but again, they caught us like they usually do, and that's the freshman inning. But hopefully we'll clean this up in a couple years, and we'll get some recruits in here, and hopefully we'll see some better things out of Burrow and some of the receivers. But we're starting to get the speed that we want, Jimmy.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing that young man. We're going to see him a lot. He's only a freshman. After your computer game, you got Oklahoma. What do you expect out of them?
A bunch of hurry up. Caleb Williams, run game. We all know what Panda likes to bring. I'm going to go over the footage of the SMU game that was played maybe, a week ago. So we'll go see what we see there. But that should be another high-scoring classic game.
I look forward to all of them. Got any final thoughts here? Or final questions, excuse me? Eagles?
I got nothing. Everything's been asked. You guys played a great game. We thank you so much for coaching your teams and being on here today.
Hey, we appreciate you guys. Appreciate Eagles calling both games. Appreciate Snossage as well. Jimmy, everybody, Revamp, getting this week over with. Love you, Revamp. Good game, and got me once again, Pimp. You guys have a good night.
Good game, Coach. Appreciate you. Well, that was fun. Got any final thoughts before we head out of here on this double header that was just breathtaking?
I mean, we had some phenomenal football there. Close calls both way. I'm still collecting my thoughts in a way. That last game was ecstatic to hear that. Obviously, Texas was having issues with their special teams. We'll see if they go to clean that up in the practice. Try to make sure they have their special teams ready for the whole game next week. But they pull out the win here. And at the end of the day, that fumble doesn't come back to haunt them. And we had the earlier game, and we saw time. Time really doesn't matter. You could have 15 seconds. You could have 2 minutes. Guys find ways to make those drives happen, and it's something very special about the NWO league.
Yeah, it's fun. Keep an eye on Twitter. We'll keep you posted when next week's game gets scheduled.
Absolutely, Jimmy. It's been an honor to be on the call with you today.
Hey, appreciate you stepping in. Danny, appreciate you helping out too. Thanks everybody involved, coaches. It's great. Have fun. See you next time. Let's go.